Hello. Hello, 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 Starseeds. How's everyone doing? Lots of love. Starseeds, indigos. Kashiti ayana darefokui anoitina dareti de kashakati. Kana darentina. Kontina kona darefiti oentina koshakati. How's everyone doing? Lots of love. Kona shafoyanti ana darefiti koina. I hope everybody can hear me. I'm on YouTube and I'm on Facebook Live for the first time. I'm figuring it out, everyone. I have some beautiful experiences I want to share today. We are going to do an Ascension energy update, of course. Hi, hello. Hi. Everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Starseed Evolution. This is my creation. I'm the co-creator of Starseed Evolution. This is my group and also my YouTube channel too as well. You can check it out on YouTube. Please share and subscribe and share my wild experiences and also my light language transmissions. Those of you who are just tuning in, I am a starseed here for first contact, if you want to say. I'm here for the experience. I woke up in 2013. I was awakened before that, of course, but I'm going to say Kundalini awakening and crystalline body, activating my light body, started in 2012, 2011. So I was jolted awake. I was activated by different guardian councils from the Andromedan Galaxies. We do call them the Emerald Order, Amethyst Order, and the Gold Ray Order. I am a beautiful stewardess here. I'm an ambassador, and I'm here doing my conscious work. I'm also a multidimensional quantum ascension life coach and a light body activator, and so much more. So I'm finally doing my role as an ambassador here. I'm very excited. I am stepping out fully. I've had an interesting journey. I've made it to Christ consciousness. I've had full embodiment of Christ consciousness, avatar consciousness. I made it to my oversoul matrix was activated about 2019. 2019, I had my full-on oversoul experience, and I was jolted to the avatar consciousness. I'm here to share all of my experiences. I'm a teacher. I'm teaching healing courses now. I'm doing live events. I'm going to be speaking to the masses about expanding your consciousness, transforming and changing your life, and so much more. I have a lot of work to do, and I'm just now starting to navigate and learn how to speak purely from a state of my avatar state, which would be, to me, is the source consciousness, God consciousness. There's so many different names. Pure frequency of the Sophia, Christus Sophia. There's so many different names to the frequency of the embodiment level that I'm at. So I'm going to take the role as an ambassador. I decided. I was a guardian for a while, so I'm going to switch my role to an ambassador. So I'm definitely an ambassador that is incarnated here. Guardian ambassador. We're going to do energy ascension updates. So, wow, lots of frequencies coming through, lots of source frequencies. It feels like a lot of electrical currents. I'm going to share my experience. Yesterday morning, I could feel platinum. Platinum, it feels like metallic platinum light frequencies coming through. We are ending a cycle. So we're in the ending of a cycle and the opening of the ninth dimensional template. It's not for all of us. Some of us could be on our 12th template. It's on where we're at. But if I'm tuning into the frequencies on the planetary level, on a planetary level, it's the ninth template. So we're ending our cycle. And we're starting a new cycle today too. A whole new template. Universal body template. I am here for, I'm here for activating my soul. I'm going to say I have so many multidimensional contracts, but as far as assisting the human species, I'm here to help and assist activating the 12 crystalline DNA strands and activating their light body. So the templates that I will be sharing as far as with students and clients is going to be the universal DNA, universal template DNA. And helping and assisting them activate this new DNA. It's called universal DNA. So we're on a universal, we're working through a new template, which is the universal body. The guardian councils are saying hello. Arcturian Syrians have been working with me a lot. So platinum frequencies, platinum diamond light. There's the triple helix. We have the double helix, triple helix, and there's a quad helix that I've been downloaded with too as well. Platinum source light, embodiment of source. Soul union. I have a really great soul sister named Ramona, and she was talking about the soul union, and that's definitely the template we're working on right now. The soul is the sacred union within, the sacred union between God consciousness, source consciousness, Christ and Sophia. The pure, to me, it's the creator frequency, pure frequency of source, which is source. So source, I'm going to say the full embodiment where I can hear and tune into her through my super quantum computer system. What is the super quantum computer system? The super quantum computer system is the Merkaba vehicle of light. You guys call it the Merkaba vehicle. The Earth terms is, well, another one would be the quantum supercomputer system. This is the intelligence of where we're moving to in this now. So communicating to, and I do say it is a phenomenal voice is what I pick up on when I am communicating through my super quantum computer system. It is a frequency of source, and it sounds like a phenomenal voice, which would be my voice. Obviously, I feel it would be my higher voice of me. That could be the higher self, but the Sophia frequency too also has a phenomenal voice. So I am tuning in, and it has been like this for the past, I'm going to say 40 days. If anybody wants to kind of agree, so the past 40 days, I've been hearing source Sophia frequency very, very loudly in my super quantum computer system. So I've been working with her, and we're going to say a merging. There's a merging and an embodiment that you will go through, and it is a merging and a braiding and a weaving within, and it is within the heart center, and it's within the ignition of your Merkaba vehicle, which will be the heart center, and it is the chakra vortex, the chakra system vortex, which is, it's a vortex. You should be able to hear your soul body, your oversoul, and your avatar self through your heart center speaking telepathically through you and other guardian alliances, guardian groups. The Lyran councils will telepathically communicate through my heart center. And then there's also the ground crew they're very much awakened too as well, that communicate through the heart. The weaving that is happening is definitely, it's a platinum, a new upgrade platinum frequency. Today, this morning, that was yesterday. I could feel that pouring in, and that was absolutely delightful, like a beautiful platinum liquid bath that I was taking. And then today, I'm going to say, today waking up, and I'm on Eastern Standard Time, so today waking up was rainbow frequencies, but metallic, and we look like Christmas trees. So we look like Christmas, and if you pay attention to the energetics of your body, and you should be able to see the star particles and the diamond particles and the crystalline matrix. Those of you that can see it, it will start coming through the third. It's pretty much all the crystallization. You should see your crystal crown. It'll start coming through here, and it looked metallic. Very metallic rainbows. It would be like the crystal. There's a crystal, and I think it's a hematite crystal that looks rainbow. It looks very similar to that, but that's the frequency, and it's a rainbow platinum. So rainbow platinum new source frequency upgrade is what we're coming through, and this is an all new template. This will be a new template for all of you. And a beautiful upgrade, but we look like Christmas trees, and you do. You will look like a Christmas tree. You'll look like you're lit up like a Christmas tree, like a rainbow Christmas tree with all the lights and everything. All right, so that's as far as energy, high source, and solar activity. Okay, energy update, ascension symptoms. Oh my God, ascension symptoms. Well, let's talk about ascension symptoms. Okay. A lot of you will have your heart opening, pulsating. It could feel like you're having a heart attack. This is the frequencies that are coming through. You can wind up in the hospital. I'm not kidding. And I will say that, especially if you have a lot of density in your heart, you'll probably wind up in the hospital. And I don't want to put fear in anybody. It's because you're going to be in fear thinking you're having a heart attack, but your heart is exploding open, and it's your heart chakra opening. So a lot of you guys could be experiencing this. Anxiety, rapid heart movements, because the amount of solar and source frequencies and new template that's coming through, it is your whole heart chakra is vibrating like a bee. It's like and going crazy right now. So you could possibly wind up with these symptoms, passing out, feeling like I've heard a little bit of this too, feeling like you're going to pass out, being sick, all kinds of different nausea. Nausea is another one. For me, it was a little bit cool. I had my plasma body coming on, and that was really cool for me because it felt like tinglings all in my solar plexus. So all my organs and my stomach and my solar plexus is the plasma body. It's like liquid light, and it was like all electrical currents coming through, but like it was really funny it's like cooling sensations in my solar plexus, like all where the sacral is and the solar plexus, and then like all these electrical currents. And I knew it was a plasma upgrade, and it feels like you're like jolted on electricity right now. So that was pretty cool too as well, to experience that. And I knew right away, I was like, this is my new plasma system coming on. So I was really excited about it. So it feels like liquid light and feels like cooling. Really, it's very strange because it's a mix between a new crystal body, which you can feel the fiery hot, and you can feel the kind of like the flames, and then you will feel liquid cooling sensation. So it's like crystalline and then cooling all at the same time. And it's actually really fun to pay attention to, where I was like, this is new. Ascension symptoms, waking up and feeling like you have to drink lots and lots of water. Like you feel like you're going to pass out. Okay. Shifoki anokosina kadara fiti okosho dara fiti go sifaka sekesha kadara fanti go tegara kashkata. Okay, okay. Shokinti okonaka fokono kushintina kata. I'm checking to make sure that I'm on that everything's okay on my YouTube because I'm live on Zoom. Sayan dinaka foko kriya kashakati, and I'm just checking that real quick. So that's really cool. Ascension, feeling thirsty beyond what you can imagine. Drink alkaline water, high vibrational foods. If you want to detox, detox. Start doing detox and start juicing. Okay. Detox your body. Lots of fruits, lots of vegetables, lots of vitamins. Take care of your physical body. Let's do emotional body and mental body updates. Emotional and mental body updates. Everything is going to be pulled to the surface. I'm watching, and I'm starting to call them false holographic and false holograms, false holographic inserts. Learn how to remove these every single day when you wake up. I do a clearing every single day when I wake up. I'm sitting there clearing. I'm telepathically already talking to my higher selves and the guardians and asking them, please start clearing me. The Arcturian Syrians have been coming in for me big time. I started working with them, and they were here this morning, and I know it's because of what I'm doing right now. And different guardian councils too, because every single time I'm about to do something really big and bring something into the physical from 5D or 12D or higher, or from different planets or different worlds, they'll all start showing up for the live and start tuning into me. So I do a clearing with them every single morning. The Arcturian Syrians they're amazing to work with. So they'll be using their different light technologies, and I have them clearing. So removing holographic inserts. Okay, very important. Lower form energies, thought forms, lots of attachments will be coming up too. And they're called false. You want to remove false timelines. How do you do this? It's really simple. Talk to your higher self or to one of your highest multidimensionals in the 12th dimension, or you can do the 7th dimension. It's fine. Okay. And you ask them to please assist you. And you can use light codes and light technology. And all you do is just tell them, remove all the false timelines for today, remove false holographic inserts or false holograms. Okay. Activate, activate your 12D shield, and that should actually help you too. There's a 15D shield too and an 18D shield, because we're going higher up in the harmonics right now too. So a lot of us are going higher into the harmonics. So you can sit here and learn every single morning, and it's telepathic. It should become normal, where it is me, but it's my higher version of me, if that makes sense. My 12th dimensional will be sitting here, do the run and scan and kind of run, scan, and sweep. This is my higher version of me. Deactivate and dismantle. And I always say deactivate and dismantle any type of false timelines, false holographics, false holographic inserts. And this is my every single day, right before I'm waking up and I'm meditating. But I can tune into the frequencies of what we're bringing in right before we wake up. And I have beautiful experiences, but then I can feel energies. And it's mostly the location where I'm at. I'm in Florida, kind of near the Deltona area, and there's so much geopathic stress out here, and the density of the ley lines, and we have some beautiful people out here working, and there's so many people here working, but there's so much geopathic stress that when you wake up, you kind of feel like you can feel the uppy, and you can kind of tune into it. So I have to clear every single day, and I should be leaving soon, but I'm here just anchoring in the new triple diamond sun grid system, and I'm working a little bit at this moment and hanging out with some soul family before I departure to North Carolina. And I call it departure like I'm on a big ship or something. So if you can feel that there's geopathic stress or EMF waves, pretty much the norm. It depends on what template you're on. Those that are just waking up, for ones that have been awakened for a long time and you can hear your super quantum computer system, which is your Merkaba. My Merkaba will tell me what's going on. My Merkaba is like has a GPS, it's like it can track anything. So I know I have to cleanse and clear, and I have to keep up with my spiritual hygiene and spiritual maintenance. Saging, crystals, working with my Arcturians, working with the Guardians every single morning, and scanning. So it's normal. It becomes normal to me, and anybody else would have to learn how to do it. So it's like the kind of like repetition after a while. So I do the clearing and I telepathically communicate with them, and we have fun because I meditate, I activate my shields on. I kind of do a scanning and checks in my morphogenetic field, and then the house and the land properties, stuff like that. These are things. This is every single day. So I'll be laying before I even get out of bed. This is what I'm doing, and I'm sitting there, kind of tuning into the energies, and then I start doing light technology within my Merkaba, and I'll start working through my 15 crystal seals and 15 dimensional morphogenetic field, and I'll start working through all the colors. And I go all the way up, and I'll just sit there and I'll just be amplifying like turquoise, or amplifying royal blue frequencies, whatever it is that I feel I'm tuning into. We know a lot more. We just question because of the plugins of the ego. So you want to look into the controls. And I can tell when I wake up and I have controls. But the really cool thing that happened today, I used to have like looping thoughts. And we have looping thoughts. You want to clear the looping thoughts every single morning, and you can do this. You can do this with the guardian races. They'll teach you how to do it. And it was really cool because I would have like this really funny, weird looping thought, and I literally saw it go boom, like teleport out of my crown. So I have all this, all the programmings are teleporting out of my crown, and it was the most craziest experience. I could see the ring, because we're developing some type of disc. Like there's like a disc ring, and I know it's something the guardians put over us, and I really feel I know it's a part of the Merkaba, but it's like a disc ring, and it's something new, some new technology that we're upgrading, a whole new crown and everything. It's really cool. And I was sitting there and I was like, oh my god, it just like teleport. All of a sudden all the programming will come up and out through the vortex, through the bottom of the root, and all the way out, and it was like teleporting out of my brain. And it was like it kind of looks like a scanning, because we're a super quantum computer system by now, and everything's going boop boop, like going pop. All the loops, crazy, looping thoughts or whatever it is that maybe you would sit there and you would think about like for years. You guys pay attention to your thoughts and your thought forms. And it was just teleporting out of my brain, kind of like it was scanning out, and it's a scan out. So it was really cool. Anyways, those are always happy moments for me. So if this could help any of you, I hope it does. When you're watching things being scanned out of your brain, okay, the maze matrix is in the brain too as well. And you can, later on, I will be working, hopefully, with, I'm hoping, I'll be working more hands-on with people, and I can do it remotely, and that's fine. But we can scan stuff out of the brain now. It's really cool. It's really cool what we can do. And you can scan, and you can start breaking the maze matrix, which is it is all right here in the brain. There's one in the brain, and of course it's in the physical body too as well. But you can start through breaking down certain maze matrices here, and then there's other ones in different points of the chakra system too as well. So I've received so much new information on how to break the imprisonments in the mazes, in the physical vessel and the physical body, also the emotional body and the mental body, the soul body, and bringing the soul body on to the human species and different species races, and seeing the imprisonments of where they are in the matrixes, and 3D matrix and 4D matrixes. So it's very interesting to learn how to do this. And as a healer, I'm really excited to learn all these new upgrades. Emotional body trauma, we're going to go back to that. Emotional body trauma, all your traumas are going to start coming up with all this acceleration of light and energies and spirals and all the new activations that's coming through. Major blissful states. A lot of us will be reaching euphoric states and then trying to hold and maintain this frequency for the all balance and center. This is what a challenge this is. So this is like, whoa, you're in blissful states. And like I said, you can be in these blissful states. You're going to hit these blissful states. And then you'll have all these spiral energies. So you're going to have every single thing you can possibly think of start coming up in your field that needs to leave. Every single thing that you could have held on to for years, anything that you're finishing up. I'm working on my ninth dimensional template to 12th dimensional. I'm going into my master templates right now, and humanitarian templates. So these are, when I say these are coming up and out, it's everything that needs to go. Okay, so if it's your emotional body, all your attachments and any entities, okay, I'm going to say attachments because entities are, addictions and different pain body traps, different types. People call them illusions, but a lot of them are attachments. So any type of sadness, guilt, shame, depression. These are, after a long time of creation form, it will create, a lot of people say, who create an entity. There is a AI intelligence. There's all different types of implants and stuff we need to start being aware of. You can remove these. You can remove them with different guardian councils. You can remove them with your higher selves. You are capable of doing this within you, but you have to change your life and you have to transform. So a lot of things are going to start coming up in the mental body. A lot of things are going to start coming up in your emotional body. Everything. Review. A lot of you guys could be going through review, going to Christ consciousness, where you feel like you're reviewing your whole life. Well, we're going through a template wipe. So there's a template wipe that you're going to be going through too. Okay. So this is another thing. Everything's getting wiped. So you have to review everything in your whole life. And it's a template wipe after a template wipe. And you'll notice everything's wiping and wiping and wiping and wiping. And you'll be going through a template wipe. This is multidimensional through collectives. Depends on where you're at. So all this stuff will start coming up. You could be going through review for Christ consciousness. You got to look at every single thing. You have to reflect and look within. This is a part of the process here. They do call it the process, but it is a part of the, I say it's a multidimensional experiment. Okay, so this can be happening too for a lot of us, where you feel like, oh my God, I'm reviewing everything. Everything is on a deep cellular level. It's in the consciousness of your skin, in your body. Once you realize this, once you realize what is going on, and you realize that when you're activating a light body, it's in the consciousness of your skin, your body, your cells. You will really start to pay attention to where you're at, what you're doing, what do you put in your body, what do you shower with. I mean, once you realize what it is, and once you realize, oh my God, it really is on a cellular level, what you're pulling up, it's all here. It's amazing. It's amazing to observe the process. You really will start to pay attention, and you'll start to aha and wake up and realize some things, and change your life, and change the environment, change supplements or products that you've used for years. This is a part of the process, and you start to have your little, maybe I shouldn't be putting these type of things into my vessel, my body, or on me. You will start paying attention. You become like me, and your Merkaba goes off on everything. So I can take a shower, especially when I'm traveling, and I can take a shower. When I take a shower, it's really interesting. My Merkaba will download every single chemical that's in our water, or in their water, in the state that I'm in, or the city that I'm in. And we'll sit there and there's like pharmaceuticals and all kinds of stuff in the water. It's insane. So you will sit there and go, oh my God. So imagine all the beautiful crystal children and the new children that are waking up and don't take showers and baths. You have no idea what's wrong with your kid. Well, now you do. They're actually more awake than we are, and their systems, a lot of their systems are fully on. So it's the vibrational frequency They're like, no, don't put me in the bath. So these are things that these will start to happen, and you'll start having like these really funny aha moments, right? So these are different aha moments, and I call them the aha or waking up or going, oh my God, you know, type type of moments that you're going to have, that a lot of you guys will start having right now with all these electrical currents. We're changing our the consciousness. Our consciousness is purifying, and the consciousness, not only the planet but the human species, and through all dimensions right now, it's going through a purification. Okay, all consciousness is connected to as well, and I feel like the weaving of source, the split of source, is starting to make its, well, it has been, but it's repairing too as well. Okay. All right. All right, so I'm going to share for today. I'm going to share a few experiences as far as our beautiful energy updates. I'm able to talk about this for the first time. So on my YouTube, I'm going to be doing a screen share, but I can't do it on my live on Facebook. But if you want to, you can go to Starseed Evolution YouTube channel, and you can check out the pictures that I'm going to share. All right, so I did this live for today for New World experiences. Everybody talks about the new Earth. The new Earth is birthed inside of you. You will start to see auras and light spectrums and rainbow lights. When you start looking, you'll start seeing pictures, or you'll be outside and you notice you start seeing rainbow frequencies and rainbow lights. That's your beginning phases of the new Earth opening up within you, and it is opened within you, which the internal needs to collapse. Everything, your whole holographic and your holograms need to collapse completely in order to bring the new Earth online. You might notice the sun. You could possibly see pastels, different pastel frequencies. When you walk outside, you could see pinks and all kinds of beautiful things and star particles, and the crystalline matrix when you actually walk outside, and you go outside, and these are things you can start tuning into. That is your activation of the new Earth within. Okay. There is New Earth, Golden Age, Nova Earth, Sophia, Gaia. There's all these, to me, different passageways, multidimensional, to new portals, new passageway to Lemuria, Atlantis. Some of us are actually going to an Atlantean timeline again, which I think that's really cool. Okay. There's parallel Earth too. Some of us should, when I was over in Arizona and New Mexico, which I will be going. I mean, eventually I'll get to Hawaii eventually, but I am going to be going back. I'm gonna go back to the West for about a year, and that's going to be soon. I'm going to go in that direction because I promised my my partner that I would go over there around New Mexico. But in New Mexico, if you notice, that's like a whole different dimension. You should be able to see the parallel. There's a parallel Earth. Somebody I kind of connected more to Tara or Tara, different types of Tarian temples, and I almost felt like when I was over there, and I'm going to say New Mexico, Utah, and Arizona, and in Payson, Arizona, I spent some time there. I felt like I could almost walk in to a whole nother reality. I could actually see it that far. Down here in Florida, if you go on the East Coast, near St. Augustine and Crescent Beach, there's a whole Atlantean city out there. So I'm going to explain. I'm kind of going to show you a little bit of, when I say new worlds, that if you upgrade enough, we should be able to start being able to move back into these parallel, or you can call it alternate lives, but I don't feel like they are anymore. I feel like that the dimensions and veils have lifted so much that we actually can learn how to teleport back and forth. So I'm going to share and screen share real quick of the cities that I see. Okay. So this is a city right here. Tuning into the East Coast, and this is going to be near the Bermuda, and there is There's a whole city there, and it's a light city. It's above water, and this is more Atlantean. This is definitely a city of Atlantis. There's a Stargate here in Sarasota too, and this is going to be in Sarasota, Florida. Those of you that have been in Florida for years and don't know that there's a Stargate here in Florida. Okay, so if you know you're here, you're a Starseed, Indigo, Crystal. We have our light worker. You need to realize that you're probably here for course, especially if you're an Indigo race. You're corresponding with a gate here. Okay, so your frequencies are needed here. All right, let me see. So this is, I am doing screen shares now because I got to show you guys what I'm experiencing and seeing. So this right here is very similar to a city that's out on the water, and that's going to be on the east coast of Florida, and I can tune into this and see it. Now I might come back here into Crescent Beach. It's right next to Flagler and St. Augustine. This is the whole city that's out there. Some of you guys, maybe even if I find some people, it's very rare to find starseeds fully awake out in this area. The density of Florida definitely needs to be raised big time. It's very, up and alert and all that. But it needs to be raised. If you go out, and it's really not that far out on the water, it's going to be on the East Coast. It's absolutely beautiful. You can't miss it. There's so many interdimensional crystal portals that are out there in the water and the sandbars and the beach. So it will look like this. Let me see. It's out on the water. Some of them will actually look like this. You can see that they're above water and then they're underneath water. Go to the West Coast too. There's going to be a base out there too as well. And that's going to be on the West Coast where the Gulf of Mexico is. There's a huge base that's out there too. You can say it's in a parallel universe if you want to, but it's definitely in our dimensional Earth planetary system, if you want to say. I'm going to say that we should be able to translocate eventually and teleport out there. Hi, hello. If you want to see the pictures, go on to my YouTube because I'm showing I call them activation pictures, but I'm telling you, I'm sharing what I see. So there's different bases. When I went over into New Mexico, this is more, you can call it inner Earth if you want to, but I could almost pass through and I could see it. And I was able to see Lyrans that are huge, Lyran beings that would run up to me and talk to me. Some of the alien, a little weird out there. I didn't have the best experience with intruder races. My whole Merkaba was going off, and all of my guardians were like in full on crazy mode out there because of intruder races. So different types of intruder races, like it was setting my ship off like no tomorrow. But I was able to actually see all these temples, and it was really beautiful. North Carolina is the same. I'm going to be out there just for a little bit. There's actual ships and bases out there too. Huge ships up in the Smoky Mountain. I've had a crazy experience out there too. But anyways, there's a huge ship there, huge base, and I'm going to go into that just in a little bit. So I'm hoping I can do this kind of really a little bit fast, and then go into details maybe on a documentary later on. But there's huge different bases out there too as well. I don't really know. Okay, so there's a lot out here, but the New Mexico, Arizona, New Mexico is really cool because I besides the intruder races and all the weird galactic stuff, between my guardians and some of my multidimensionals, and they're really big Blu-ray beings that guard me, and Lyrans and other ones. I had Lyrans running up to me, but I was able to see them, and they're like 40 feet tall. They're huge, like beyond what you can imagine. I was like, oh my God. I was like, hey Dad, how you doing? They're like so excited that I'm talking about, but I could see them. It was that clear. I had major activations where I could actually see them, and they were like, yeah, I know. I was doing some chi work. maybe had some like explosion energy, and my Lyran dad was like running up to me going, hold on, like slow down for a minute. But it was really beautiful experience for me. He was kind of telling me to slow down what I was doing. um and I got to see him, and it was very, very close. I could see temples. There's all these temples. It's like I could walk right. I literally could just walk. If I told him, I was like, I could teleport in here with you guys. Like, this is how clear it was, right? But I had some experiences that I'll explain later on in a documentary, right? My husband is a traveler, so he's an actual time traveler, and I'm a time traveler too, but I'm a little bit different than he is. And he's been in full alert pretty much since I was over there, and now is not he's not anymore here in Florida. So I have bases here with the Guardian Alliance, and eventually I'll be going over to Hawaii, and those are the bases where I'm supposed to be working at, most likely for protection. But it was a beautiful experience out in New Mexico with their sacred temples out there. And it's absolutely beautiful. And there was like it was like I know that I could just teleport in there, and I knew it, it was great. It was great experience. The next the Let me see. Okay, so the next experience is that the different guardian councils are explaining that I'm able to actually talk about this now, and it took me a while where I can't where I'm not going to say that I wasn't able to talk about it, but I always asked them before, and I kept asking them today. I'm like, "Are you sure I'm able to talk about this with you guys?" And as far as doing some lives and actually coming out with my experiences of different guardian faces that I am taken to in my dream state. And they said that I finally can. So I'm showing you the closest pictures that I possibly can. And my galactic husband is a traveler, and he's absolutely is an amazing being, but he's an avian feline. So he's in a mix, and he's a hybrid. And he's absolutely beautiful, and he lives out in these bases, and kind of travels back and forth from the future, which will be the future. And I'm taking there in my dream state too, and it's beautiful. So I started being taken there in 2015, 2014. I started having experiences in my dream state where I was being taken, and it's not taken. It is like not like I'm not being, I'm not being abducted. Okay, I'm going home. There's a difference. So there's an I wasn't I've had abduction with grays that were not good. Okay, so I've had those experiences. This is different. This is going home. There's a huge difference here. This is I'm being taken home to a base in the 3000s, which would be 3000 Earth time. Okay, so I'm taken home, and I'll wake up, and when I wake up, I'm actually in my house, my home, but the home is very futuristic in the future 3000s. Okay, so I would get up kind of like the normal, and it looks very much like this, and I am sharing the closest pictures that I possibly can. Everything looks like cities. It's very eco-friendly. When I say, you can call it eco-friendly, but our houses are up in trees and domes, different types of domes. Everything is very futuristic, high technology, but it's ran on free energy. It doesn't harm it doesn't harm the planetary structure. Okay, there's not one thing that is affecting the life that is there, and the life is life would be Gaia, and life would be the trees, and life would be the nature, and there is there is the humble unity there. This is a beautiful beyond breathless place that you can think of. It's so beautiful. And I would get up, and it's still futuristic, so I would get up and I would walk, and all doors and everything would just open automatically. Everything is just very futuristic, and everything is ran through our super quantum computer system, so we don't have to do anything. We don't cook. We don't, all the stuff that we have now is like, it's nothing. I feel like I'm back in time. I feel like I'm in the 1950s or something like that. Like it's very much, I feel like I'm way, way back in time, or I'm way early being here. Um, so this is everything. It's through it's through telepathy of how we do everything. So automatically, it's the Merkava vehicle will start, working, and the super quantum computer system, and all the doors would open, and you can go walk outside, and you can go do whatever you want. But it's absolutely beautiful, and this is the closest pictures that I could find to the bases that I was taken to. I was taken out, and I would be walked in the parks, beautiful parks. I mean, it looks like this, but it would look like a park with different guardians, different guardian races that would stand there and talk to me. Elders, if you want to say, they would be called elders. Different races. They wear different frequency colors like lavender and blues, royal blue garments too as well, and I've talked about that too. So I'm going to show, oh, here we go, this picture right here. This looks very somewhat similar to kind of the design of the domes. Now it wouldn't have the spikes or anything, but there would be up in the trees. So everything was made. This one's underwater, kind of like this. There you go. That one's a good one. I don't know if I can zoom in on this, but it was very much made like this. Not really the pipes, but those are what the ships look like, and I'm used to seeing these different types of technology like this. Everything is light spectrum, rainbow spectrum. So I was taken, and it was like waking up at home and then just getting up and moving around. And I went outside. I was talking to the different guardians that were there, and they are guardians, and it's in the future. It's in the 3000s, but it's 3000. It would be for us Earth time. It's 3000 Earth time for us, and there is no time and space, so we can teleport and translocate back and forth. The human vessels are not ready, not ready for these type of teleportations yet, but some of us are. Some of us already are teleporting and translocating back. I was I am able to. I've had teleportation in my body and everything else. So I would be taken, and of course I would have full conversations, and they would show me around, and they would show me everything. And it was kind of, you can call it a showing, but it was me. It was the higher version of me that was coming and waking up in my bed here, and then waking up over there, if that makes sense at all. And I would get up and move around, and I would be out having Galactic Guardian Council meetings with them, and walking in beautiful sceneries. This is another one. This is very similar to what it would look like. Now, there is some other experiences I've had that this is a ship that we're in. So obviously this is a ship. And it's an Earth ship, and I do call it an Earth ship. So there are ships, and there are big ships that are sizes of Earths. The moon, we do know, if some of you guys know a little bit, the moon was actually one of them. And there's different crater structures that are actually ships. Okay. So the Earth ships, now you can be taken and ascend. You can call it taken, or maybe you're going home and coming back. And obviously that's what I was doing. So I go home and then I come back, right? If you want to say, and come back in here and come back into this vessel. And then I'm waking up and going into another vessel. And I'd get up and walk around, and everything is like, super futuristic. Everything, and I'd walk around, and I'm having my meetings, and then I would come back, and when I come back, I'm waking up in my vessel. Okay. As far as different travelers go, a lot of different travelers are here too as well. And you can call us travelers, but they're am I allowed to talk about you for a second? Yes or no? Huh? Yes or no? Okay. Some of the travelers, they kind of look like they're in brown brown traveling, kind of in calm spacesuits if you want, but they wear really long traveling protection, and it's brown. And it's brown traveling. It kind of looks like looks like trench coats, but it's, I guess that's what it would look like if you saw them. If you saw them, it would look like brown trench coats, but it's like high. It's like when you send the astronaut off into space type deal, the protection that they have to put on it. Well, they're jackets that they wear, and these are travelers that I communicate with all the time. And my galactic husband, and that's what he wears when I see him. And I've seen them come in the physical. I've seen them run right into the physical at me. They are they Yeah, that's another experience. But anyways, as I said, I have seen them. I have been able to see them. And it will look like trench coats, but it would be like the astronaut, when the astronauts go up into space and they have to wear all that protection layer. Well, that's what their jackets look like, and that's exactly what it does. It protects them when they're traveling. Okay, but they're obviously advanced hybrid races, and they're advanced angelic humans and different types of hybrids where they can travel, they can teleport, they can translocate. I am allowed to talk about them because I always ask before, and I do, because I do respect them. But it is time for this to come out, if you want to say. And they said it's okay, and that it's time, and that we're in a kind of, we've shifted enough where I can communicate and talk about it. So I will be communicating, talk about them, and I'll do some more documentaries a little bit more later on in my years, because I'm 34 now, so I'll be able to talk about them. But anyways, these are different experiences. And then my galactic husband, and he's a traveler, so that's when I see him, or when he comes in and comes out, vibrates in, vibrates out. I'm able to see him in his get up gear, and it's really beautiful to have these experiences where I'm like, I said, and when I get the download for it, I'm like, oh, it's like the astronaut outfit. Okay, I get it. So it's kind of like communicating. We quantumly communicate to each other with light speed, and everything is like light speed, light speed, light speed, light speed. Like when we communicate, so we don't speak. So it's like trying to communicate and talk to me, trying to communicate and talk to me. It's like it's all like telepathy, but I have to sit and quiet down my mind enough just to be like. So it's kind of like, okay, this and that, for me just to understand, because I receive everything in quantum light technology now, or quantum physics, or quantum mechanics, or it's going to show me blueprints of what it is, and I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. But then communicating to you guys, it's like different. Because my programming needs to be upgraded and advanced a little bit. And that's like another day. But I'm trying to show you what it is that beautiful place that I was taken to. And this is it is a Guardian Alliance base, and I did get a verification on that, because I kept asking them. I said, this is a Guardian Alliance base, please tell me that this is at least one of your bases. And they said yes. So I was very excited to get that clear, and I knew it within my heart, but there's a confirmation after so many years where I wanted to make sure. And I'm being taken and brought back, but it's not like taken. It's me, if you want to say, teleporting and then coming back, teleporting and then coming back. And this is only a vessel. So if you realize that it is just a vessel, then we can kind of zoom in and move our consciousness in and out. Okay. So these are some of the experiences. Now, the next thing is different ships that I'm going to talk about. A lot of you guys could be waking up in different type of planetary structure ships, and it will be an Earth ship of what you're going into. Some of you guys could have memories of flying ships that are as big as Earths. Okay. I do have travelers that do communicate with me where the ships that they are flying, and different ships are as bigger than the Earth ship. Okay. And they're able to telepathically do this with their mind. And these are different, different experiences that you could possibly be having in your dream state, because you're more of your higher self and you can travel more. And these are new doors that we're opening up too. where we're able to be more of our multidimensional selves and our higher selves, or you're having memories or not having memories, and that's actually you when you're sleeping, and then you wake up here because you're on a mission to help and assist. To me, it's more the human species and some other stuff, and a lot of you guys have different contracts here, but there's a lot of shifting of what we're doing here, as some are here in rehabs too, from galactic wars too as well, and kind of in a rehab, trying to and am I allowed to show the and some of us are in rehabs too, from galactic wars too as well. Okay, this is another one. A lot of people, some of them call, I guess they would call the fallen angelics would be fallen human angelics, but it's not like the fallen angelics what you guys think. It's actual angelics that actually went to different galactic wars, and I guess you could say that they lost their light or whatever it is that you want to say, but they are here in rehabs because of different galactic wars that they were sent into. Okay, and I do know this because I do have some visualization of some of my multidimensionals that I clear distortions for, and also different types of families that I've helped and assisted where they are in rehab here, or they've suffered from major galactic wars, and there is no time and space. So these wars that they're still realigning and readjusting are happening right now too. These are I can communicate and talk. I know I can communicate and talk about this too as well. The next thing is, okay, so these are different ships. Now you could be waking up in ships, and these are ships. This is what ships will look like. Ships will look like full cities inside. Okay, full futuristic cities inside. So I have multidimensionals that I'll ride on. It'll look like crystal platform discs that we will be teleporting and riding through. Okay, it will look like this, and this is a picture. I think this might be from Star Wars, but it is very similar to cities that I've been flying with my crew, and my crew will be like 5 or 6 guys riding next to me, and we're all on these platform discs, and we literally are up here in the sky riding through, and we have our garments on, if you want to say, our different types of outfits, so that we'll be riding along, communicating and talking, and we'll be like flying. So it's really, and the cities do look like this. So I'll be sitting there communicating with them, and we're all just like having a ball. So if you want to say, having a lot of fun, obviously, because we're like back home, if you want to say, and this is in the dream state. So this is like the norm to us, but you also could be in cities and doing different types of works in cities. So the cities will look like this on different ships. You can go into a ship which will look like an earth ship, and the different ships actually will look like this. Okay, so it will look like it's beyond like what you can even imagine. It's absolutely beautiful. It's a holographic hologram experience too as well. Okay, some are not. Thank you. Some are not all holographic experiences either. So this would be the norm for us, if you want to say. This is our norm, and then to us this would shock a human. So that's the reason why we call it wires that you can have, and different seals, controls, and wires that we actually have that you have to move through, because what I talked about will shock a human species system. And I will tell you why is because of all the programming and the controls that we have and there's implants and seals and all kinds of other stuff. But they call this tripping on a wire. And these are different frequency fences that you can hit, and that's like a whole nother podcast. But and this is the norm to us. So these beautiful pictures that I'm showing you are normal, and this would be our norm, living to us, and to anyone else, the human, or seeing a ship, or my ships are in my backyard or above, and I'm used to this. So they cloak, and they're conscious ships, and flights, crystal, what is they're cloaked ships. you wouldn't be able to see them, and you can pretty much walk through them. You wouldn't ever notice them, but they're above the houses, and a lot of you guys will see them in the clouds. A lot of people see this, and there's like cities, and the ships are cities. So it's crystal. It is crystal conscious light technology. Is if I'm going to say, I'll get better at the wording later on in my life, and my experiences here. I'll be able to speak a little bit better, but it is crystal. It is the ships are conscious ships. Okay, so they have their consciousness, so they're cared for as consciousness, light consciousness, and they're crystalline ships too as well. Okay, let me see. This would be, I'm going to share a few more cool activations. These would be the different bases. Some of the military bases look like this, the ones that different projects too as well, from something I was tuning into. Where I'm from, we don't have military and none of this, any type of warfare or anything does not exist where I come from. Not even the place that I go to, it's not allowed. You're not allowed to have these type of technologies there, weapons or anything. But anyways, these are some, this is looks like bases. Yeah, it doesn't exist there. It just doesn't. It doesn't. Yeah, I know. I have a hard time because I just want to go back home. But I stay here for you guys now. I made a decision that I said, you know what, I'm just going to stay here, for the consciousness of, the children, and, all of the human species, and also different species that are here on the planet. I mean, I have choices. I can upgrade enough and then just go home if I want to. It's only a vessel. But this is another beautiful image. It's very real. If you're being taken to these places, it's absolutely beautiful. See, when I go to places, this is what I see. So this would be me multidimensionally, having access to, you can call it parallel life or alternate life, but I feel like it's just sleeping, and then I come back here to do what I'm supposed to do here, right? To being taken, and you want to say abduction wise, if you want to say that, I've had experiences with grays that weren't good, and I think some zetas that I had some Arcturians, different councils come and work on me. The Lyran, different guardian Lyran councils came and worked on me from different beings, different intruder races that were taking me for experimentals. And this was a while ago. This is like years ago. So things I shouldn't have been taken, stuff like that. So now I have different guardians that have come in. I've had a lot of interference here that I will talk about later on, and I'm going to wait until I get to a certain location where I'm able to communicate and sit and talk about it. And I will be with a soul family member during that time that will have more of a guardianship over me. And I do feel like that guardianship would be more protection, as far as kind of will know a little bit more about energetic protection too as well. And I'll be able to speak about a lot of interference that I experienced this year in different areas of the United States. Okay. So psychic attacks, PSI attacks, artificial attacks, sonic attacks, these different types of interferences, things that I experienced beyond what you can even imagine, that I would like to communicate and talk about, and to find a way for us Starseed Indigos to learn proper shielding and different types of defenses that could possibly help and assist ones, so they don't ever go through what I've experienced too as well. I've had the Arcturians and the different Guardians, Emerald Order, which are the different Lyran councils. I love them so much, and I'll tell you why. Because the amount of interference of what I suffered, especially with psychic attacks, they have healed me. every single time, and my higher self has healed me. So I will be communicating and talking about this later on. And they actually they healed me every time. And this is my family. That is my family. Those they are my star family. And they're different feline humanoids and hybrids, and they're absolutely beautiful. And I love you guys so much. And the Arcturian Syrian. So I will communicate about this too, at least for the knowledge, so you guys have just a knowing of these experiences, and not to go into fear base. We want to move past the fear base and still remove and still live a beautiful life with our heart open, and moving into the fifth dimensional frequencies, and still constructing the new earth within you, new earth and noble earth. And I still, no matter what, I still will go back into blissful states, and I still will work on and do my service work, my full work, help and assist the all, and also maintain a new earth frequency. So no matter what, I'm able to still transform and expand my heart even more, and I'll be able to shift and move from dimension to the next dimension, to and teleport from to higher dimensions, and to create a new earth of what I've the new earth is internally within you, and you can still experience beautiful experiences externally. It's very much being in the heart space and maintaining the heart space no matter what I have experienced. And I will talk about the experiences that we are a lot more powerful than what you think of or what you think about. And I've been proven that. I've been proven that self-mastery over and over and over again. So I'm sharing with you these beautiful images and places that I have experienced, and these to me are good places. Other being taken up on certain ships with intruder races is not so good, right? That is all changed. A lot of things have changed. The earth grids are changing. A lot of us have shifted into higher earths and parallel earths. So if you are having these beautiful images in your dream state, you're pretty much going home and then coming back, which means you be an ambassador, galactic commander, or guardian, or planetary guardian. This right here is definitely 100%. Yeah, I remember places like this. I've seen places like this. These are cities that I've actually have seen out in the water that I've actually tuned into. So I do want to share these. Oh, excuse me. I do want to share these beautiful images. Now, some of these are from, I believe, different galactic movies, but they're pretty much right on point of what we can teleport and translocate to. So we're shifting and changing, and I've experienced translocation. It does hurt the physical body. Just letting you know, translocation is a form of teleportation. There's different forms of teleportation, etheric teleportation, biolocation, stuff like that. And I do share my crazy experiences, and I do and really crazy like biolocation experiences too as well. But today I'm doing a screen share to different city structures, just for all of you guys that are being taken in your dream state, but you're not being taken. You're actually teleporting from one vessel to another vessel and then coming back into this vessel. So we're multidimensional, and a lot of the guardians and ambassadors and different galactic councils that have come in here, what I do believe is that we're going to be coming like full on effect, coming back here and into the physical, and actually being able, we're being asked to step up in the future. So this will be like in the next 10 years, should be interesting. 2028, I have travelers and then us, ground crew, telling us that we have realigned and readjusted really well. And the realignment, and a lot of us are here to do a huge realignment, and that's the reason why every single seating has come in, and that's a little bit of galactic history. The different seatings and their seatings that have been here was to help in to realign. And I do, there is a point in 2038 where I have been visited by us, okay, because I can communicate multidimensional, which through all time and space, where I have them communicate with me from this time, and they do say that we do make the realignment. And if you guys know what I'm talking about, I hope you guys actually do know what the realignment is. We are realigning a time continuum. These are just I am able, they communicate and they telepathically, they can stand in front of me and we communicate. In 2038 is definitely 100% go. And we say it's a go as we actually like hurrah, like in celebration, if you want to say that we actually do make it. We do fix the adjustment that we came in here for. So I have gotten at least a confirmation on that too. So this is really cool. These are different cities. These are what you can experience, and then being on crystal platform discs and teleporting and flying in your dream state, and it's very real. And then some of you guys could be experiencing other stuff too, but I'm just sharing different places, different beautiful cities. So these are cities within a ship, if you want to say. The ship would be the city, and this is how big they are. Let me see. I'm going to do one more. So it's pretty cool. And then you will be taken to these magnificent cities, and they're all futuristic, very futuristic cities, and they are within ships. And then you can wake up and you're in your bed. Some of you guys will be moving to Atlantis. Some of you guys will go into Lemuria. You have to realize that this is a holographic. It's a beautiful holographic reality. You can create whatever you want to create. It depends on where do you guys want to go. If you want to say it's pure consciousness. So we are creators. So like I say, create wisely. Okay, it could be the new Earth for you. It could be Atlantis. Be like, I'm going back to Atlantis. Okay, I'll see you. I'll be over here in the parallel Earth. All right, teleport back to me, or I'll teleport to you later. That's exactly how it's going to be in the future. Well, we don't need telephones, technology, electronics, or any of this crap. We really don't. This is so beyond old. I've gotten when my 3000 came fully in, we were like all in the car, and I'm with all of my ground crew and my guardians, and it actually was hilarious. I think this was last year. Like something happened. There was like a huge freaking shift, and my 3000 like fully integrated, and I'm here with all my ground crew like and around me, and I can visually see them teleporting and vibrating in and out, but nobody else can. And I sat here, I get in the car, and I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, what in the world is this thing? It was the most hilarious thing that one of my guardian ground crews was like laughing, going, this is horrible. I'm going to die just being in this car with the fumes and everything else. It was like one of those going, oh my, kind of like, where's our ship? Like, what is this thing? How do you even drive it? This is insane. Like, why can't we teleport? Why aren't we teleporting? Why are we using these type of why are we sitting here driving in a car, and what is this contractions like structure that we're in right now? These are kind of really funny moments in your different stages of awakening, I guess. It's very interesting to sit and try to stay here too as well. So these are different cities that I'm sharing with you. The human intelligence, when we activate our Merkaba fully, I'm hoping in the next 10 years we should be able to stand in front of each other and telepathically communicate to each other. through our quantum computer system. So the travelers that come to me from the future and different points in time, they know that they can communicate to me like this. So they already know that, and that's how we telepathically communicate, not through telephones and all this stuff that we have here. We actually can do everything through our conscious ship. We're not there yet where we can materialize into physical form everything yet, but we will be. We will be, but it's not right now. It's the density of the planet needs to raise more. Okay. Yeah, we should be able to materialize everything, but the materializing everything in the physical form, manifestation, if you want to say materializing, is happening really fast. Those of you that are at a very light speed, vibrational frequency, and a higher frequency, you will be manifesting and materializing everything very fast. Okay. You can do that. You can consciously create, but we used to be able to do it at like a totally different level. We wouldn't need all of this. I wouldn't be sitting here on a live phone right now. It's way beyond what you can even imagine. The technology or it's the intelligence of the super quantum computer system. Computer system. The intelligence of the super quantum computer system, which is our Merkaba vehicle of light. You guys call it the Merkaba vehicle. We call it the super quad, the super quantum computer system. Okay. So these are experiences of worlds. This is it for today, you guys. I love you. As far as for my live on Facebook, I will be on Monday. I'm going to be doing live light code alchemy dancing and chi art. So that will be at 9:30 in the morning on Starseed Evolution, and about 10:45 on Avatar Language of Light and Divine Practice Group on Facebook. I'll be doing another class, which will be the same class, and it is light code alchemy dancing and chi art. I call it footwork. It's more of my avatar footwork, but I will be teaching a beautiful class of how to do an ebb and flow of light codes, bringing in light language and dancing, opening up your meridian channels and opening up your heart center. I will teach you how to cleanse and clear your field with light language. Those of you that are just speaking light language or just tuning into it, you can learn. It's going to be a class in the morning. It'll be every single Monday. So please tune into that. It's my Facebook groups, the Starseed Evolution group, and Avatar Language of Light and Divine Practice. So I will have a dancing class, and you're going to be bringing in transmissions. So it should be fun, and we'll be doing some chi art. Different types of light chi manipulation with chi, opening up and expanding and bringing high frequencies and anchoring them in to the earth grids together. So this should be fun. That's what I'm going to be doing. Please share and subscribe to my channel, my YouTube channel, Starseed Evolution. Also, please look at the description so you can pay attention to my different events that I'm going to be holding. I have a Avatar Golden Age Stargate multidimensional mastery development workshop. It's for 3 days. It starts on the new moon, September 7th. It's going to be 3 days. If you want to purchase it and you can't be there for every single day, it's okay. You'll receive a recording. You receive 7 light body activations free when you purchase it. That's $444. I also have an Aurora Language of Light Healers course. So you'll be trained as you'll be attuned for your star language, light language, and you'll be learning speaking hands-on light weaving, which is dancing, and also writing. Also training too as well in different shamanic techniques and crystal healing and intuitive healing training, and that's for 5 weeks. And then I also have pricing plans too as well, different packages if you want to work with me for 3 months or to 6 months. And we'll be doing coaching together to expand your consciousness and change your life, change your holographic realities to the new earth and shift and activate your light body. So we'll be getting all in one. You can do it for 3 to 6 months if you're really truly ready. Those of you that are just waking up, or if some of you guys are stuck and you've been on this road for years, it's fine. You guys, I'm ready and I'm here for the all. So you can look at the descriptions at the end. Descriptions on my channel. And you can always contact me for any services too. Right now I'm creating an all new website. So just email me for services, any services if you want to work with me or if you just want a private session at awakeningwithakasha@gmail.com. Just .com. My higher self is being funny. No, yeah, that's fine. I'll put everything below. So you could just email me for now and we'll have our new website up. So I'm excited. I'm building an all new website and it's going to be an amazing project in the future too as well. So I'm super excited. Is there anything else? Nope. I think that's it for today. So I love you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Happy birthday to my soul sister, my beautiful soul sister Barbara. It's her birthday. Send lots of love and healing energy and light energy to her. Lots of love to her. It's her birthday, September 1st. We're on a new cycle. Beginning of the month, new cycle, you guys. New template. Okay, shift and change your realities. Expand your consciousness. Open up your heart center and just ebb and flow. Enjoy your life, okay? Lots of love. Lots of love to you guys.